Not yet, because we open up on what?
Let's Stay Together.
You've been to a wedding.
This song is so good. When this album came up, I was so looking forward to not having this be my favorite song.
Yeah, but it's
It's still my favorite song.
perfect. So for the record, it's not my
brain.
can't unhear it.
This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum. This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum. This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum. This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum.
That media is live. Can we get the clap? Oi!
Oi! Right.
Right. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Dan brought Duval. Welcome to the Backwards Beats podcast. I'm Carl Carter Fansteel.
I'm Dan Woodard.
And here we are
Here
in
we
the
are.
middle of winter. It's like it snowed cinder blocks.
It is. Now, one thing I do like, so normally when it snows in Maryland, you'll get snow. It's a winter wonderland. It's beautiful.
And then it's gone.
And then it's gone. But since we are in this Arctic, whatever vortex thing that we're in, it's frozen solid, which when you look at it, quite pleasing.
It does look cool at all times.
Mm-hmm.
If cool is 11 inches of hard ass ice
Yeah.
everywhere you want to walk.
Yeah.
Me getting into this studio from the side of my house is just like, it's an action a man of my age shouldn't have to take. And the fact that I haven't ate it yet, I'm counting my days, man.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, welcome back to the studio.
Thanks.
We're discussing a fantastic collection of music today.
That's correct.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Al Green and his greatest hits album, circa 1975.
Can I say something?
You can. It's your podcast.
It's Al Green.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave us the greatest hits. Like, what?
I have feelings about that too.
It's too easy.
It's too easy. I agree. But regardless, this is album 456 on Rolling Stone Magazine's 500 Greatest Albums of All Time list.
A fantastic list thus far.
Yes, with a couple of exceptions.
Of course, but
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the journey down the path.
Yeah,
We're down the path now. We're pot committed.
we are. We're well over, 50 full episodes.
Yeah, which means we've not listened, and it only gets better.
Right.
I think we were talking earlier about season 3 because we look a few ahead to make sure we're not going to get blindsided. And good thing we do.
Yeah.
Because upcoming we have a 53 song offering.
That's correct.
Or we'll have to condense it, and it's a fantastic artist,
Mm-hmm.
artists to boot. But we have to kind of get in. It's only going to get better and better in the sense that the music's going to be fantastic. Why it's here is probably going to be debated down to the it should have beaten out this versus should it be on the list at all,
Right.
which is kind of where we've lived. Season 3 has shown up to be just great artist after great artist.
That's right.
And Al Green, no exception.
That's true.
What can you tell us about Mr. Al Green, the Reverend Al Green?
Al Green. Al Green was born in Forest City, Arkansas. Excuse me. Raised in a strict gospel-centered household.
Right next to Baltimore.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe when the continents were in a different orientation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pangea.
Yeah. He sang in a family gospel group at a young age. In basically, that's where he developed some of the call and response phrasing that you'll hear. And it also helped him with his melismatic vocal style, which he's not afraid of the melisma.
Sure.
And a lot
Bending
of his
notes
Yep.
effectively is how we tell the people.
Yep. And he's starting off in the church. It really gave a sense of groove and restraint because some church music is pretty amazing. Now, the churches that I had gone to, somebody maybe told somebody they could sing, and then they went in and sang, and it wasn't so good. But
Yeah.
in like a black church,
I'm saying white church has never shown me any music I like. Black churches always show me music I like.
yeah, the only white church I went to that had really good music, there was a Unitarian church in Boston where they had a 20-piece like orchestra. And
That's sick.
They
Yeah.
would play Bach, and it was like incredible.
As one should.
Yes. So
Otherwise, leave gospel to the experts, y'all.
that's correct. And so he started in Arkansas. He eventually moved around here, and he got signed to High Records, got paired with producer Willie Mitchell. And then Mitchell shifted him from sort of a more hard R&B that he started off with to this more intimate, like minimalistic soul sound.
Good call.
Yeah.
Way to capture the guy.
Yep. And he got backed by the High rhythm section, which
Hi.
High, H-I, not H-I-G-H, which you might think for musicians, but
Sure.
Yep. Which consists of Teeny Hodges on guitar, Leroy Hodges on bass, Alan Jackson.
Brother duo. It doesn't get any better.
No,
It doesn't get any better.
no. Well, in certain cases it gets worse, but
if you're an Oasis.
if you're an Oasis, yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to say rhythm section specifically. Now, this is a guitar bass, so it's string.
Yep.
But you can argue that's a rhythm section too, depending on the utility.
Right.
And here you can certainly say it. But man, when you have family players, they just have they have their own language.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Yep. So you also have Alan Jackson Jr. and Howard Grimes on drums. And then the sound sort of got tightened up with some, this band is typically a little bit behind the beat for the most part. We have
Yeah.
one song on this album where someone maybe was a little bit excited to go home,
Yeah,
but
it's one tune.
yeah.
Everything else just is a cold groove.
Yeah. And so Al Green went through his peak creative run was between 1971 and 1974. He had, Green is Blues, Al Green Gets Next to You, Let's Stay Together, I'm Still in Love with You, Call Me. So you wonder why we had a greatest hits. Well, 3 of those are title tracks. So
Yeah.
what do you pick?
They could have run any album
Yeah.
and pushed them up to number 1 spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you've heard Al Green. If you didn't know you've heard Al Green, you've heard Al Green. If you've ever seen Pulp Fiction, you certainly heard Let's Stay Together. There's some songs he's made it into car commercials
If
now.
you've been to a wedding,
Yeah.
you've probably heard Let's Stay Together.
Yeah.
He also just is probably one of the most copied or emulated voices out there when it comes to like soft tone. So when you listen to R&B singers and they don't like hard hit consonants, this is what he did so well. He could back off of a note as a singer so well. Is all I need. Like,
Yeah.
he could put the N on need, but not make it sound like a consonant. It's just like he just floated it away. He had incredible vocal control.
Yeah. Especially in that point you're talking about, I'm thinking you're talking about the All I Need and Let's
Yeah.
Get Together, Let's Stay Together. Not only does he just dance with the N, and
Goes
now
to falsetto.
Yeah,
Like-
and it's falsetto and it's melismatic as well. He's hitting multiple notes.
Need.
Right.
There's
And
a
gentle.
whole run
Yeah.
on what would be the hardest word to sing of a phrase as a guy who sings this song.
Yeah, and he influenced a lot of people. And it's interesting on my list here, just to keep track, Prince is one of the people that he influenced.
No doubt.
And just that part you mentioned, I don't know if you know the song Damn You. It's on the Symbol album. And he actually does that exact thing. I didn't even realize of it. He starts off the D, which is a hard consonant, he just barely hits that D, and then he does a whole riff on the word damn before he gets into
which is like right out of this playbook.
Yep.
Yeah. And Prince, to me, at the end of the day, as enigmatic as he is, isn't the quality singer Al Green is. I think we can agree with that.
Yeah. I mean,
Like if you looked at strictly singer to singer,
yeah,
Al Green is like actually the toppest of tiers. Just so fantastic. This is not shade on Prince.
Right.
So for Prince to follow Al,
right.
and I put Prince on a really high pedestal myself, and appreciate that approach and the tonality, because that's what Prince didn't have. Like the physical system to always put it out. He was always going to be nasally. You either like Prince's voice or you don't. Al Green's voice you can't not like. It's so rich.
Yeah. Except when Prince goes raspy and high, like his
That's
scream.
it. That's his thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's people who just have like tone.
Yeah.
Like Gregory Isaacs' tone.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross' tone. Prince has a tone too.
Yeah.
Al's is such a nice neutral ground. It's easy to copy, hard to perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's worth copying is where we're getting at here.
For sure.
I'm not crapping on Prince at all. I swear
Yeah.
to God. I'm just saying I'm not surprised he would take a lick from Al Green, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Some other folks, D'Angelo.
Of course. Well, so like Steve Perry's best trick is that
Yep.
lick. That's an Otis Redding lick
Yep.
through and through, and everybody's stolen it. And everybody in Yacht Rock stole that lick off Otis Redding.
Right.
It's just how it goes.
Right.
We take.
Yep. Yeah. Got a few others. Maxwell.
Love me some Maxwell.
We talked about not that long ago.
Love us some Maxwell.
Yeah.
He's always welcome in this house.
Erykah Badu.
Love her.
Yeah. And really, he just sort of set this like blueprint, that is just hard to even quantify.
No, he's the concrete on the foundation.
Yeah.
When you listen to Al Green's music, it seems like it's just been here since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
You don't think about songwriting. You don't think about chord charts. You just go, damn,
Yeah.
this is just great music.
Yeah, because on this album, we just got done talking about this. You'll go through these songs don't sound that different from one another.
No, it's almost 11 of the same song or whatever the run. Yeah,
Yep.
was it 10?
10.
10 tunes.
Yep.
It's just the best song.
Right.
And the funny part is you can actually subdivide them. We'll get into that as we deep dive, because some of the chord charts are hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not in a good way. Like, they'll make you freak out.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, I don't know why you wrote that, or whoever produced that wrote that. And the scary part is, he didn't write it, yet he sings over them effortlessly.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Question for you.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a foodie.
A foodie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite a foodie.
What's your take on grits?
Ooh, more of that after this break.
Okay.
From the makers of Misfit Mattress and Piñas Colada comes Hang Under, Ultimate Sobriety Edition. You survived dry January, and now you're doubling down for February. You've replaced the booze with the only thing that the new food pyramid says is safe, $50 a pound beef. Your skin is now glowing from animal fat, and your veins are pumping with raw tallow. You are so optimized you can practically see through time. But let's be real, peak health is a total drag. You're sober, you're clean, and you never felt more boring in your entire life. From the sociopaths at Misfit Mattress comes Hang Under, the only way to experience the soul-shattering misery of a weekend bender while remaining on the wagon. Why should the drinkers have all the fun of feeling like death? With Hang Under, you can keep your liver pristine and still wake up feeling like you're hit in the face with a basketball after eating those brown little treats in your cat's litter box. our NeuroClog technology provides a skull-splitting headache that mimics the exact pressure of a pre-diet Jared Fogle, using your face as a hemorrhoid pillow. You will experience the meat sweats and the bed spins without a single drop of poisonous grain alcohol. It also features our proprietary beef price panic, a concentrated dose of dread that simulates the heart palpitations you get when you realize that you just spent your child's college savings on a single grass-fed brisket. Pair this with your Misfit mattress for the ultimate next-day disaster. After all, nothing says optimal performance quite like tossing and turning on a bed as hard as a frozen flank steak. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to what Harry D has to say. I haven't touched a carb or a cocktail in months. But hang under made me feel just like I chugged a gallon of moonshine and fell down a flight of stairs. It gave me the worst dry mouth of my life. It's perfect. I feel absolutely miserable, and I've never felt healthier. Hang Under, the only supplement that makes you feel like you just ate a 3-day-old omelet out of a dirty grease trap while getting nut checked by an angry midget.
Hang Under is oil-free, fluoride-free, and science-free. Side effects include unprovoked lectures on the benefits of raw liver, staring blankly at your empty bank account and wondering why you're paying for the privilege of suffering. Do not use if you value your dignity or if you want to think kale is a real food.
So grits are kind of special to me and my family.
Mm-hmm.
There's a holiday, Christmas, where we do a thing.
I've heard of Christmas.
Yeah, you've heard of Christmas?
Yeah.
It's in December.
Yeah.
The 25th.
Mm-hmm.
You'd know it because if you're not keeping track, you'll be very stressed as a human just around this time. But my dad, I don't know how he found this stupid recipe. Probably out of a magazine. Found this grits casserole. And it's effectively just a shit ton of eggs and grits and some sausage and some cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
All just like hammered into a dish. And you bake it off on Christmas morning. It's the most delicious thing I've ever had in my life. I make it once a year. I make it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's grits casserole. That's what we do. It might be the only time I eat grits unless I go to a restaurant. I'm a grits liker.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say lover, but I'm a liker.
Sure.
Like I'll order them. I will risk subbing out potatoes and take the grits as the offering.
Interesting.
Most people won't do that.
Yeah. And I wonder if Al Green would do that.
I don't know.
Are you familiar with the grits incident?
I've heard murmurings, and I'm afraid to ask any more questions.
All right. So we have to talk a little bit before we get into the track by track. Al Green has a complicated life.
How so?
So he's a bit of a ladies' man. And he was in a relationship with this woman by the name of Mary Woodson.
Okay.
And this one evening, he was in the studio, and even though he was fairly committed to Mary, he was also kind of flirting with this gal by the name of Caroletta Williams, who is a flight attendant that I guess he picked up, whatever.
He's like, I'm Al Green. You should come with me.
Right. So the three of them go back to his place, and Carlotta's just spending the night, and she's going to catch her flight in the morning. But apparently, it's late, and so Mary is in the kitchen, and she's making some grits. And Mary has a bit of a troubled past. Like a few days earlier, she had tried to end her own life, and there's some problems there. And Mary talks to Al, says, "Hey, we should get married." And he's like, not yet. And he leaves her in the kitchen, goes up and takes a shower. As he retreats up to the tub to sort of escape this drama, Mary, who's still boiling the grits, decides to run into the shower and pour them all over him in the shower.
So she burnt Al Green.
She burnt Al Green.
With grits.
Yes.
Boiling grits.
Yes. Now, I'm laughing at that, but the story...
What did the flight attendant do?
So what happens, Mary storms out of the bathroom. After dousing Al, she runs into the flight attendant because she hears all the chaos. And so Mary runs off, and Caroletta goes in to help Al like tend to his burns.
That's horrid.
Yeah. He had to go to the hospital for it. So essentially, while that's all happening in the bathroom, they sit there and they hear what sounds like a gunshot.
Because
Because there was a gunshot from the guest room where, unfortunately, Mary took her own life.
So she threw a hot pan of grits on Al and then took care of herself.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know, man.
Allegedly.
I'm saying, like, if someone threw a hot pan of grits on you and you have a temper issue, I'm not saying Al did, but he had a gun. Someone had a gun. Was it Mary's gun?
No, it's his gun.
Like, if she threw a hot pan of grits on him, is there a chance
There
that
was
he decided to draw a gun and just rock her?
There was speculation, but there was also enough other sort of confounding evidence, including from her family, talking about how unstable that she was.
She just
Yeah.
say goodbye.
There was also a suicide note that
That would do it.
went along with it. So there was speculation, but it
Okay.
seemed like he was absolved of it.
Very good.
But his life does get a little bit more complicated.
I'm just saying, you saying let's stay together
Yeah.
makes it really difficult.
Yeah.
How else is he complicated?
So he grew up in a fairly he says this was sort of the root cause of this. He grew up in a fairly strict household that was part of the problem. There's also problems with fame, and I'm never going to completely defend a celebrity for doing bad things just because they're famous, but there is no real like
There's no course for it.
there's no and you have anybody who like most of us who are not famous don't know what it's like to have everyone just telling you how amazing
How
you
many
are.
Ferraris can Justin Bieber crash?
Right, exactly. And so you don't get gut checked, and I can see where people sometimes veer off the path of normalcy. So unfortunately, he also married Shirley Green, 1977 into the early 80s, and there were issues of domestic abuse where he was beating her, including beating her with a boot for not having sex with him. Whole bunch of things. Al Green did own up to it, and in a few ways he tried to pass it off as couldn't help it. But he's in the end he eventually did not absolve himself of it. He took credit for it, ownership of it. But it took a lot for him to get through this. He had a couple other incidents where the former secretary accused him of assault after she confronted him with, back pay issues and things like that. There are a few other assault-related things that all seem to be within this time period.
Sure. He was not a good dude for a while.
He went dark. Like you said, he talked about his harsh authoritarian upbringing and a little bit of alcohol, substance abuse during this time, and the whole celebrity piece. Now he's basically shifted gears. He's not justified his behavior, even though like during the court proceeding, there was a little bit of like, well, she had it coming. I think he's now walked that back.
Well, he's the Reverend now.
That doesn't mean much of anything.
I mean, I'm for $35, the Right Reverend Carl Carter Fansteel at Universal Life Church. Shout out.
Yeah.
Love y'all. I've done 20
Yeah.
weddings under that title. I am proud of my title.
Yeah.
Saying you're the Reverend of anything doesn't make you good.
That's
those
correct.
decisions will never be good.
No. But it looks like, though, from the early 80s, his violent behavior has subsided, at least from public record. Because he's now the Reverend. He formed a Christian ministry, focuses on gospel music, and looked at this time period as a time of, that he's trying to look past.
He's
and move forward. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've talked about these issues before with other artists. We talked about Phil Spector
Ad nauseum.
and the horrible things he did. The difference, in my opinion, here between Al Green and Phil Spector is Al Green seems to have seen the error of his ways and trying to live a better life. Phil Spector died a murderer in prison.
Yeah, that's the difference. And I will say this too. You can't approach this conversation and not talk about the demons. Mm-hmm. The good news is if you look at the track record of Al Green from note
Right.
and beyond, he's been sterling.
Yeah.
He celebrates the music he's written. He's been pretty much across the board a good example of someone you can listen to in good faith.
Yeah.
So I'd prefer to look at that version of him, but I'm just very glad to talk about the yuck of it. Because let's be frank, that's just part of the industry.
Yeah.
The yuck of it's it. Like, it's hard to be an artist. It's hard to speak your mind. It's hard to be outcast. It's hard to break through a barrier. You're not going to be pristine.
Yeah.
There's fantastic resources and podcasts all around us that we'd love to speak with that highlight just that.
Right.
We're not here to highlight that. We're here to look at the album.
That's right.
All right, well, let's enter the album.
Well, let's do that.
Song number 1, Tired of Being Alone.
Not the best segue after that, but yeah.
I mean, sick song.
Yeah, it's a great song. And it's a nice song because it starts off, actually, this is where there is an interesting chord chart.
I mean, there's plenty of them in this album.
Yeah. The song starts off with the chorus, and essentially you have a song that modulates. The chords
Yeah.
in and of themselves aren't that interesting. It's like they're a bunch of slash chords. So C, C over B flat, which basically becomes C, C major 7, C dominant 7.
You effectively have the same chord hammering in the right hand and a walking bass line down.
Yep. A minor 7 to, was it A augmented, I think?
It's an aug that they
Yeah.
leave it on before he then changes keys to,
D.
yeah. Well, it's the 5.
Yeah.
If you're an A, right?
No, we're in C.
Oh, in C.
So you just
Oh,
modulate
D,
up a
yeah.
step.
It's just a whole set major.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yep. And it's the whole, that's it.
That's the song.
Right.
And then they go back to that walk in the C for
Yeah.
the choruses only.
Right.
It's an incredibly odd chord chart. It should not be easy to sing over or perform over as an artist, yet everybody in his band, and most importantly him, it's like effortless.
Yeah.
You know how hard we've struggled as actual guys who play to just do this chart on our respective instruments? I mean, drums, sure, fine. But like to
That modulation
to
trips
voice
me out,
this,
though.
it's all jacked up.
Yeah.
You'll even rush through the modulation. Like, this is how we do. It's really a wild tune.
Yeah.
It's
And the choral writing in this is good. The oohs and ahs.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the production is fantastic. You can hear every instrument. It's panned perfectly. Frequencies lay exactly where they should, considering the limitations of the time.
Right.
And his performance. He does this thing where he kind of curls back. I'm so tired of being alone. And he pulls off
Yep.
the mic a little bit.
Yeah.
And the storytelling in his voice and his performance is so great. And when the pre-chorus where you're really getting that chung 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 thump, he's speaking out loud.
Yep.
But every time he talks about being alone, he suddenly falls back off of the mic a little bit. That's intentional.
Yeah. And that's something, or he's just using less breath. Yeah. So it could either be mic technique or just, less effort.
He has the breath. We'll hear it later. Like this guy can sustain.
No, I'm saying he
insane
may be
phrases.
intentionally doing it. Vocal technique versus
like
mic technique.
choking off
Yeah.
and like getting growl out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. This is not the best example of his vocal style by
Right.
any means, but it's a very good example of his vocal prowess, what he's capable of.
Yeah.
He's showing you that he has dynamic tricks that you don't even care about yet. You're just looking for like a hit.
Yeah. It's a great song. Great opener.
Yeah. It's not my favorite song on the album by any reach, but it's so iconic of Al Green.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the instrumentation too, now you hear like what I consider the package, like the best package of instruments. And I think you and I are pretty aligned on the whole, like, cool, tight sounding drum set, an incredibly active guitar, a really good electric guitar, a lot of arpeggio work, always has space in the mix, a great bass, but the keyboard trifecta.
Yeah.
You end up with a pretty good piano-ish sound.
Right.
There's no clavinet. This isn't the Stevie Wonder trifecta.
Right.
It's an organ but there's another whole tone going on. I can't figure out what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the instrument is, but it's
Is it Wurlitzer? It's not. Is
yeah.
it Rhodes? It's not. There's another thing going on here that's creating a back tone.
Right.
And that's where you go, this is filled. The budget's good. The players are here. And you're really reassured on song 1, this is going to be nasty.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's a Barry sax in there, or just a low tenor.
I think it's low tenor because Barry's...
So
the funny part is when you get Barry playing a higher register, it's so squeaky, actually.
right.
I don't hear anything as rich as the low Barry.
With the da-dumps, in that section there, I can hear where, a lot of the stuff that comes out of Tower of Power,
Oh, sure.
right,
Yeah.
came in there.
Gets influence for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, could you pick a better opener?
Not really.
Yeah, because you kind of
Because you need to
this
wait.
to set it up for
Yeah.
like the real smokers.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly good song, and it's a really catchy hook.
Mm-hmm.
My gripe with the song, if I had to go there, is the modulation really is distracting for the average user. I enjoy it,
I do too.
but you and I aren't the average user.
Yeah.
Anyway, move on.
Call me.
Call me.
Come back home.
So they say. By the way, if you look at popular streaming services, Tired of Being Alone is sitting at 271 million listens.
Mm-hmm.
It falls off pretty bad down to Call Me, which is an incredible song at 12 million, 12.5 million.
Yeah. For me, what stands out to me on this one is the strings.
Yeah. Well, so instrumentation changes. You
Yeah.
get some orchestral vibe going in. You also just are reassured immediately that he's as legit a singer
Yeah.
as you imagined he was, because his performance in Tired of Being Alone is pretty pristine.
Yep.
And then you get a whole new performance vocally that's also pristine.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this guy has mastery. It's actually supposed to be called Al Green. It's not the Al Green Band, the Al Green Trio. I see why you're the centerpiece here.
Yeah, that's right. And the choral singing behind this with the girls, doing the call me in the background. Just, I don't. It's because they're so clean and he's so emotional. I'll say his performance is so emotional that it really is a good juxtaposition. I think of their call me's are almost. We talked about this on another song where sometimes the singers are like an adjunct horn section.
Sure, they're playing the same role.
Yeah. And I think that's really nice. I like the guitars as well. They're more in focus.
Such great guitar work across this album. I mean, as a guy who plays a lot of guitar, but I'm not the most proficient guitar player, it's so cool to hear real R&B guitar really out front. I mean, this is the stuff that guys from today, Isaiah Sharkey, like they're pulling from this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's honestly just like really rich arpeggiated guitar in this course.
Yeah.
Who wrote this chord chart, man?
It's a weird one.
It's
I didn't analyze it.
insanity.
But,
I mean, this song is like there's nothing normal about this. Yet everybody who performs on it performs it with like this grace of ease.
yeah.
No one struggling. Everybody's behind the beat.
Right.
You're kind of wondering who's going to get there first, but the accuracy is there. There's a million chords in this song, Dan.
Especially like during that turnaround, and actually it's not my favorite guitar part. The down, 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 like,
But like that came out of nowhere. That
Yes,
wasn't even
it's
an idea. And
really
it was
weird. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what that is. That's more distracting to me than I think a modulation would be.
Yeah. It's not the modulation. I will say, as much as I'm sold on this song at the extent that I think it's so fun and complicated and such a mover in the R&B world.
Right.
I have to support it. Like, I'll lobby for this just on sake of like structure, right?
Yeah.
But then listen to him sing over it. Now that's where I'm gonna lose my mind every time. Is his band didn't make it easy to sing a melody, yet he still can just weave together one very effortlessly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I think I just pulled up one to see if I could get, if it's even close to write, just pulled up some chords for this. A lot of, it's like all of the chords.
Yeah, they used everything in this.
Yeah, and because in the verse is major, but the chorus is minor.
Yep.
That,
So he can sing now with a major and a minor 3
yep.
with and he has the skill to bend everything where he wants, so he
Yeah.
can still do it. This guy sings 12 notes anyway.
Yeah. And so what it's saying here, where that weird part is, I don't know if it's correct, but it says it's F diminished 7 to E minor to G minor, then back to D. So G minor to D is a weird.
It's effectively a 2-5 kind of, but not.
Not a no. Right.
But not-
because it should be normally, if you want to set yourself up, you go back to D.
Yeah.
It's a minor 4.
Well, if F's the 1, so you can go G, D, F.
right.
No,
But you're in D, so
that'd be G, C, F. No, so you go to the 6. Yeah.
So
you're right.
What they're saying the chords are here, I haven't verified this, is in the chorus is D, F sharp, major. So
Right.
so now we're playing creep,
Yeah, exactly. Well, let me get the major minor. You get that beautiful creep thing.
right? Then to G minor, the 4 minor. Then to flat 7.
They're still walking
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah. It's just weird. And especially because the guitar becomes more prevalent there.
But it's a good track.
Yeah, it is.
The
It
funny
is.
part is you and I are digging into that, but like the average listen, it moves through that so fast.
Yeah.
It's kind of a roller coaster of a song in that sense.
Yeah.
There isn't like something to really get hung up on. But man,
Yeah.
if you want to show off your vocalists and your performers,
Yeah.
here's song 2.
Yeah, and don't quote me on those chords because I just looked them up online, and they're usually about like 80% right.
Don't quote Dan, boy, you ain't got shit. All right, song 3, Still in Love with You.
Are you? That's nice.
Man, this song's perfect.
This one charted number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Of course it did. It's been covered multiple times outside of there.
Yeah.
The thing that makes this song and will always make this song is the choral melody and the literal words.
Yeah.
Still in love with you. It's the most catchy thing in the world.
Yeah.
Beyond that, you have a fantastic groove, insane musicianship, and a performance by Al Green that's just, once again, great love life storytelling.
Yeah. And in chorally, it's closer to a Motown.
It's 100% Motown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
But what you're talking about with Al, he's behind the beat, and the band is not. The band is.
Well, they have to kind of crank down that doom, doom, chung, doom.
Yeah.
They had that kind of tribal feel again.
Yep.
And so how you choose it and how you cook it, Al will take time if given time. So the question is, how long do you want to sit on a note before he actually enters a melody?
Right.
If I'm the band, I'm probably going to push it too.
Yeah.
The song's great at the tempo it's at.
Yeah.
Because there's not a tempo flux. It's just when they introduce the instruments, it takes over and it gives you the pulse.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that, and it's just such a great arrangement overall. Again, I don't know who arranged. Maybe it's just I don't know who arranged the vocals, the chorus behind this, but
I mean,
they're basic arrangements.
Still in Love with You as a melody is not the hardest thing to figure out, but like you're not handing him notes. The way he presents and sings, you're just banking on him being great.
Right.
There's also this drum groove in this one. Mm-hmm. This is the one that has the cross stick.
Yep.
And then this down the middle, like chunky snare hit every other. Talk about cool texture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? They know now how current producers are, stealing all of that.
Sure. Or they'll just like trigger it out.
Yeah.
These thoughts were so good.
Yeah.
And it was like, cool, we can take less stress and keep the backbeat and still give Al the floor.
Yeah.
And not make this a total like a 4 on the floor, like feathering type thing.
Yep.
With having a cross stick snare every other, you end up getting just a whole new pulse.
Yeah.
That's almost Let's Stay Together-esque.
Yeah.
Without being the tune.
I was going to talk about this later, but maybe bring it up now. When you talk about drumming, a lot of people think the hardest part of drumming is being able to do more than one thing at a time.
Okay.
On different limbs.
Yeah.
That's fine, but if you're you're playing a groove, most of the time things line up. So once you realize where they line up, and you just like, I don't play now, now I play. So if you have your eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you just know, oh, my left hand's gonna be on 2 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and right.
Yep.
That's actually not that hard. I mean, it takes a little bit of getting used to.
It's fine. We've both been there.
What becomes difficult is timbre choice and internal mixing. So timbre choice, meaning if I'm playing on the hi-hat, I can use the tip of my stick, I can use the shank of my stick, I can hit the cymbal in different spots.
Sure. Open it when you want.
Open it when I want. And then internal mixing is how loud is the hi-hat compared to the snare drum, compared to the drum? Or am I doing different accents at different parts in here?
Sure.
And for the most part, we'll talk about this again a little bit later, but I want to cue it up now, is that internal mixing, especially back in the day, was much more important. It's still very important. It's why you can have a beginner drummer play a very basic drum beat and it sounds fine, but it doesn't sound good.
Yep.
It's because they don't have the internal mixing. They don't know how to have that additional control.
Accent a note,
Yep.
accuracy, playing to the song based on where the time falls. There's a million reasons,
Yep.
especially in modern music.
Yeah. But now in more modern productions where you have microphones on every single source, the producer can just go like, oh, that hi-hat's too loud. I'm going to bring the hi-hat down.
Sure.
And I'll just ride the levels for
And
you.
that's an advantage to being the producer in that circumstance. We're not poo-pooing that either.
Right.
That just is what it is.
Yep. It's handy. But for the most of this album, the drumming on this is so good and so in the pocket. We have one song that's a bit of a turd as far as the drumming, but the rest of it's good. And I wanted to start here just saying, like, I think in this one here, the drum mixing, internal mixing, because it's probably like a 3-mic setup
Yeah.
at most. And so if you're hearing different volumes between the hands and feet, it's because the drummer is doing it.
There you go. Adding another layer.
Yeah.
Anything else on that tune?
No.
Yeah. Fantastic. So song number 4, Here I Am, Come and Take Me.
A simpler chord chart.
Man, the groove on this, and we just came out of the drum conversation,
Yep.
but that like slogging, here I am.
Yeah.
Man, this is an attitude song.
Yep. And you know this song, you know the horn parts for this from like TV commercials.
Absolutely. This song has been pimped out time and time again.
Yeah.
And for a good reason.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. In the groove, it's really everything for this song.
Yeah. It's a 4 on the floor stomp with real heavy kind of metallic percussion behind it. The bass player playing 8th note pulse.
Yep. Yeah. And this is the Memphis horns that are adding in to the whole thing. God, the song is so good. And it's really part of like the High Records signature like palette that they start putting together. We talked about other session groups that are well known. And here you have Wayne Jackson on trumpet and Andrew Lowe on tenor saxophone, who are really sort of bringing out
Sure.
some
They
pretty
walked
awesome-
in with the pinky swear.
Bop.
There's a ton of great work in the
Yeah.
front end of this song. It's tough to talk about in post because we only get to talk about like, all right, here's how the song progresses, right?
Yeah.
Is it the best vocal performance on the album? No. It's a very dramatic moment though.
It is. Yeah, actually this I feel like the band is more of a highlight than Al Green.
Sure. I agree with that.
He's fine. He's good.
No, it's kind of like having like a cut rate Buddy Rich band waiting for you to get back on stage.
Yep.
They're stoked on you.
Yeah.
He could just be on when he wants to.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to my favorite song.
Love and Happiness.
Yep. I will never, ever unhear the intro lick.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
But before you get there, it's just like
No, it's
empty.
conversational too.
Yeah. It's so nice. You think you're going to get something. You don't think you're going to get this song. You think you're going to get like a slow ballad potentially.
And then all of a sudden you just get this climb into like the most righteous groove literally on the album.
Right.
I it's not that I like this song the most. I actually think this is the best song on the album.
Yeah.
I think that the chord changes during the verse and his presentation of vocals are that good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Hammond organ tonality and involvement is so crucial. There's not many ways you can pull this specific song off. Is it classic jazz? Absolutely not.
No.
But Love and Happiness might be one of the best R&B songs ever written.
It could be. It could be.
Think about the chord chart they'd start with, which we clearly don't see in the picture we're looking at,
Right.
you know, which is just people and trees. But then, something's going on, you know?
Yeah.
This nice major walk down into the E minor. It's just wild.
Yeah. And this is a co-written song, which isn't normal for Al. Co-written with Teenie Hodges, and it really was focused around the groove. So,
Unreal.
yeah.
I mean, I could talk about it and dissect the song specifically. There's really no point because if you look at it, the chord chart's not that hard. It does have the really cool major descending thing it does.
Right.
Na, na, na,
Yep.
which should not sound like that. It should be a minor chord ender.
Right.
If you were to look at it diatonically. And so it gives this song this major seven, this dominant feel the whole time by permission.
Yeah.
And he just navigates the vocal melody so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you get the chorus, which is finally after it stops. And then, love and happiness,
Happiness.
cascading line.
Yeah.
Horns come in, dun 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 dun, and before you know it, there's just this dog pile of killer musicians and feel.
Yeah. And Charles Hodges, we've talked about the Hammond organ. It's just perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and that's a clutch instrument in this song. If you're not listening to Hammond, you're probably not listening to this song.
Yeah, you've got to listen to that. It's just he actually deals with dynamics so well, and dynamics on an organ are obviously part touch, but also part playing with faders.
Absolutely.
And we talked about that when we were.
And there's a
listening.
master volume too that you
Yep.
can keep adjusting.
Yep. But you need to self-govern that, and it's done expertly on this song.
Walking out of the service I was in where I had to listen to a person play this, it felt justified.
Yeah.
That puts us at song 5.
It does. Before we get into song 5,
Take a break?
should we take a break?
I think so.
All right. All right. This is why AI is not going to take your job. Here we go. Here's a tight, dry, PSA style fake ad you can drop into backwards beats. Soft piano music, calm, earnest voice. This is a public service announcement. Somewhere out there, right now, someone is looking at a bowl of grits and thinking dangerous thoughts. They're thinking creamy, affordable, multi-purpose. Friends, grits are not shaving cream. Not for your face, not for your legs, and absolutely not for your personal areas. First of all, swimsuit area. Grits contain tiny ground corn particles. Those particles are not designed to meet your most sensitive skin. What will happen is not exfoliation. What will happen is regret, burning, rash, questions you don't want to answer at urgent care. It doesn't say shaving cream on the label. If it was cooked in a pot, if butter is optional, do not put it on your genitals. This message is brought to you by Backwards Beats, the podcast that explores music deeply. So you don't have to learn life lessons the hard way. Gentle music fades out. Want an alternative version with a faster pace, more absurdity, or more specific runtime, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds? Fuck you, AI. You blow.
morning sun, sticky kitchen tile, coffee breath, you bite, then smile. Steam and salt on the stovetop pan. You trust me, you take my hand. This ain't love, it's a bad idea. You say, baby, come sit right here. Sprinkle that grit like a wicked dare. Hot and rough on tender hair. Breath on my neck, you're saying my name. Dangerous play in a breakfast frame. This ain't romance, it's a dare to burn. Oatmeal and razor burn.
Fuck you, AI.
You spread the bowl low across my skin. Laugh too loud as you press it in. Oh, edge of steel on a grainy road. Every stroke is a secret oath. This ain't love, it's a bad idea. You said, baby, come sit right here. Sprinkle that grit like a wicked dare. Hot and rough on tender hair. Breath on my neck, you're saying my name. Dangerous play in a breakfast frame. This ain't romance, it's a dare to burn. Oatmeal and razor burn. You say, my turn, climb on the chair. Lay yourself bare right there. You guide my wrist through the salted steam. One wrong slip cuts through the seam. Blood in the bowl, red in the grain. Your eyes go wide then roll like rain. Kitchen clock keeps counting slow. You laugh once, then you let go.
Fuck you, AI.
Sirens hum through the open door. Your body pale on the linoleum floor. I'm still slick with your last breath's heat. Your breakfast dare drying on my feet. This ain't love, just a bad idea. You said, baby, come sit right here. Sprinkle that grit like a wicked dare. Hot and rough on tender hair. Now it's cold towel, paramedics swear. Gloves and questions in the kitchen air. This ain't romance, just a lesson learned. Oatmeal and razor burn.
How do you milk a water buffalo?
With your mouth.
So are you hydrated after that? Or are you lactated after that?
Well, the water buffalo is lactated. You've consumed lactate.
Okay. So why are they called a water buffalo, not a milk buffalo?
Because of where they live.
They live in the water?
They live in Tulsa.
Oh, okay. Say no more, fam. Welcome back to Backwards Beats podcast. We're reviewing Al Green's greatest hits on the top 500 albums of all time list by Rolling Stone magazine.
That's what we're doing.
That's how we've been. The first half of this thing was a straight fire banger. You can't get Dan and I to say a bad word about it. We'll see if we'll crap on the second half or not.
Not yet.
Well, not yet, because we open up on what?
Let's stay together.
You've been to a wedding.
This song is so good. When this album came up, I was so looking forward to not having this be my favorite song.
Yeah, but it's
It's still my favorite song.
the perfect song. So for the record, it's not my favorite song. My favorite song is Love and Happiness. Always has been. Though I cover Let's Stay Together all of the time. It's a fantastic song. And honestly, I think it's one of the things is like, if we are so naive as a human race to be like, oh yeah, like we'll send a piece of media to the aliens because they have ears. But like, if I was going to send a piece of media, Let's Stay Together might be it.
Yeah.
Like as an ambassador song, just to show like what we're capable of. God damn, this is a good song.
It really is. The horns are perfect. The drums are perfect.
The drums are revolutionary. The drums will be copied again and again and again over time.
Yeah. The choral writing is fantastic. And on the drums, might as well talk about it now. The drums they're actually doubled. So you have a drum part, which is fairly standard drum part, except for the challenge of 1 and a 2, the galloping hi-hat.
The galloping 16th note is a 16th, 8th combination.
Yep.
But it's not a galloping hi-hat. It's more so
The tom-tom part.
a galloping tom.
Yeah.
Though over careful ears, we've listened and determined
I think it's overdubbed or played in concert with.
it's both.
Yeah.
It's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you can play that. Well, you can play that part with one hand. It sounds to me
Not
like
fun.
No, it's not. And to have that feel, but it's definitely played on the hi-hat, and it's also played on the floor tom. And the floor tom does sound, or some sort of tom. It sounds like it's played with two hands. There's a different sound to it.
That one has ton
Yeah.
type of phrasing in the left hand. The hi-hat does sound like it's all right hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is how you would play it. It's
Obnoxiously so.
yeah, and the thing is
We can't emphasize as two drummers enough how not fun that is to play.
right, because it takes a lot more finesse than you would think. It's the idea of that self mixing, because it's right, and you have to keep that consistent at a reasonable tempo. It's not fast, but
That's the problem with the tempo, though,
Yeah.
is you want to rush this one.
Yep.
It's not fast.
right, and the snare actually is almost behind the beat.
Yeah. This snare sounds like you made it out of a car tire with a T-shirt.
Yeah,
And so there's no ghost notes on it.
No.
It's just a downbeat. And so that hi-hat action, tick, 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 becomes your everything.
right.
And when you lay into that snare is your signature. There's no fancy kick pattern.
No.
All of the fancy is in the higher frequency timbre, in this case the hi-hat.
Yeah. That being said, Al sounds amazing on this.
One of the best songs of all time.
Yeah.
Cold Out. Like, people just know this.
Yeah.
If you don't know this tune,
Go
and
watch
you're
Pulp
hearing-
Fiction.
Stop. Yeah. First of all, stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
And just go look up Al Green's Let's Stay Together.
Yeah.
You are wildly choked out on what music has to offer you until you hear this song in your life.
Right.
This song is a setter of mood.
Yeah. And
It's a captain of a team.
yeah, it is. And chord chart, relatively interesting.
Yeah.
The string arrangement, it's mostly guide tones. Like there's some more interesting string parts on here, but it works so well and how it goes throughout the whole chorus until you get to the good and bad, happy and sad part,
Yeah.
and then the horns take over the filling.
That's a fantastic part as well.
Yeah.
It's almost like, oh, we finally get our section.
yeah, the good and bad.
Yeah. Offset.
Yep,
I mean, a perfect song.
it really is.
An 11 out of 10 perfect song every day of the week. a definitive song on this album, but you don't really need definitive songs. All of these things really hit, and there's at least 6 I can see that had to have been Billboard, including this one.
This was number 1 in
Yeah.
the Hot 100.
That's not remotely surprising.
Yeah.
We can't blow this any harder than we do, so let's move on. So after Let's Stay Together, we moved to song 7, which is I Can't Get Next to You. Daniel, say something.
Well, it's a blues tune.
It is. It's a blues tune indeed. How do you feel the production of this song?
So it's blues tune in 6. Vocals are a little distorted. Drums are clipping. I'm not sure what's happening here from a production perspective. This is actually an interpretation or cover of the Temptations song, I Can't Get Next to You. But the drums here, I was talking about mixing, soft mixing. And I wanted to highlight how good it is through most of this album. But here it's like there's a baseball bat on a hi-hat. I don't know what's happening with that. It's so loud. And then there's this drum fill about 3 minutes in.
I got one at 3:12 I talk about.
Yeah. That's rushed and just distorted. It's like maybe because Allison, even though his vocals are distorted, he sounds good himself.
Well, distorted vocals on like a warm preamp is a different thing than like your clipping sound source.
Right. It'd be like if you recorded a podcast and at the wrong frequency, then it might be.
Well, you get used to a certain timbre
Yeah.
versus like, hey, this is obviously not supposed to be in the mix.
Yeah. It's almost like the first disc on Miranda Lambert.
Well, this is the problem here is you end up with, up until now, this is a pristine, perfect, untouchable album, right?
Yep.
And here's the weak point of the album by a long run. And the funny part is if this is a party spinning on vinyl, I'm not turning it off. It still sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the horn chart's good.
It still sounds great.
Yeah.
It's still Al Green. It's still like, take our poo-poo lightly, but this isn't awesome, but it's still
really good.
a great band
Yeah.
with a great singer over it. The production value does dip. You lose this high-end frequency. And if you listen to the song before it and the song after it, and listen, you're going to get, if you're not hip to how like frequency sounds in your ears, you're going to get a very minor version of the pool effect when you get water in your ears.
Yep.
Things are just going to feel a little dim here. And that's not a mistake. That's just how it happened here.
Yep.
In my mind, it's a mistake. But
the song did hit number 1.
nothing on this album could not hit
Right.
number 1. I mean, he's writing the best music right now. Though I will say, I don't find this song as compelling as anything we've listened to
Well, again,
yet.
this isn't his song, right? This is the Temptations.
That's right.
Right.
Still doesn't hit me.
Yeah. It's I mean, this is obviously a much slow. It's a slower version. If you don't know the Temptations version, the song does not bother me from what it is, but it, given what I've just been listening to for the first 6 songs, this one's okay.
Yeah.
But if we're just like hanging out in a bar and this song came on, I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
No ill will. It's just we have such an exemplary showing thus far.
Yeah.
We'll call out when it's not that.
Yeah. That's okay.
And that's a good example. Then you got song 8. You got You Ought to Be With Me.
What are your thoughts on that one?
Now, I love this song.
This is another weird chord chart.
That's what gets me every time. Who's writing these charts, Daniel?
I don't know. It's really weird because you have an intro. I think it's like G sharp minor, D sharp minor, G F, and then you go to E,
Yeah.
major.
Which like bails you out. And if you're trying to solo over this song, you're like, oh, sick, I can play 9th position or whatever it might be.
Yeah,
Before you get to it, you're already back into the structure.
yeah, and then you have a bridge which goes to the A, which is fine, but it goes through this whole like. It's just essentially it's like not quite a walking bass line, but they're trying to do stepwise bass motion is what's happening in a lot of these cases. But they keep switching between major and minor in weird places, which is what it sounds great. It doesn't sound disjointed at all. It
And
just
he surfs over it.
yeah.
I don't understand this as a lyricist because he doesn't strike me as the guy who's sitting there studying.
Yeah.
It's almost like they bend to him when they need to, and he bends to them when they need to. And it's all just hilariously high-level musicians.
Yeah, he just has an amazing ear, and he can just find
He
find the
hears
place
the
to
chord
be.
note, and he's like, cool, I'll just bend a note into it and then land us there. Then sing it for 5 beats
Yeah.
to make sure people think I was there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also his voice, the way he plays with dynamics is really good in this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of his bags. He's never going to be a yeller. He'll never do like that rat rat. Like
yeah.
I rely on that now. Mm-hmm. Just kind of like yelling a phrase if I can't falsetto it. He'll never go there.
No.
And so you'd hope he'd be like a stand-up guy for his community, like speaking wise.
Yep.
All right. Anything else in there?
Yeah, just some more awesome Memphis horns.
It's going to be a theme. It's so hard to not like this album because this album's just cold fantastic.
Yeah.
What was that? Song number 8?
Yep, we're on to Look What
What
You've
You Done For Me.
Done For Me.
And I'll make a note. Having listened to this album so many times, right? I can only get around the theme for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that was like the theme you'd write an album about is, 11 breakup songs, 10 breakup songs. Like, so be it.
Right.
I'm a little bored at the lyricism here.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever gone great. He's so slippery and such a fun singer to listen to. It's that distracting.
Right.
If it weren't for him and his vocalies, I'm pretty sure you and I are not into this album.
Right, because we talked about Barrio Fino doing 11 songs with this in the same key or almost the same key.
It was within one whole step.
Right.
And everything was a soca within 10 BPM.
I think it was 4 BPM.
Yeah. It was probably, way smaller.
But the other stuff that just wasn't as interesting because these tempos aren't too far off from each other either for the most part.
No, they actually kind of feel like twin songs.
Right. So it's just, I think you said it best, this cake just tastes better.
Yeah, call it what it is.
Yeah.
We've already had the better part of the cake, to be honest with you. And by the way, the best part of the cake is always the first few bites.
Yeah. But
no one ever got to the 28th bite of cake and we're like, this is the best one.
Right. Now they have Sugar Shock and they're
That's right.
ready to go. But I do think Teeny Hodges and Chris Hodges, the guitar and the Hammond organ interplay in this song is fantastic.
There's not been a bad musical miscue in this entire album.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just that fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, where we at?
You want to get married?
Nay.
Why
Been
not?
there, done that.
Might as well.
Yeah. And so when you're thinking about what we have to do at the end of this album, it's lock it up. We've had such a great experience vocally. We've had such incredible chord charts. But then you're handed this song.
Yeah, so this feels like this was thrown on here. Yeah, I mean this is the most upbeat song on the album. I don't really like this song at all.
Yeah, me either.
It's funny. It's grown on me a little bit more. It's more upbeat, but it's funny because he's like desperate to get married, and then the refrain on the way out is "might as well." So the name of the song is "Let's Get Married." We didn't actually say that out loud. It's "might as well." That's a real indictment,
That's like a down check.
right?
And this song actually feels kind of like he phoned it in.
Yeah. I mean, you have a lot of the same ingredients, but I don't know. And what do the numbers look like here? We're at like 3 million.
Yeah. So, for instance, I'm going to talk about a couple bangers here,
Yep.
right? So, Tired of Being Alone, the first song on the album, opens up at 271.
Yep.
Which, by the way, is not remotely his best song. So, I'm a little floored by this number.
Right.
It does get the advantage of first song on the album.
Yep.
And I think that's underspoken because people will say, hey, play me Al Green to their smart device, and it will put this on first. So I think that's rolled pretty hard. If you look at the real power players, though, they're all the right ones. I'd make the argument. So, like, Love and Happiness is it's 134 million.
Yep.
Move on to another fantastic song, Let's Stay Together, which is the dominator here. It's 733 billion, 733 million. And that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
But after that, it's 9 million, 9 million, 3 million, 46 million on Still in Love with You, which is a fantastic song.
Yep.
So his content is not slept on by any means.
Right.
You're going to cherry pick his music, though, because it's a mood-based music first and foremost.
Right.
Dan and I should have been able to get behind the last 2 tracks of this album, specifically for saving money for our travels if we decide to go up.
Right.
But we're not willing to give it that concession. Sometimes you just need to take a file to your work and smooth it down and make your songs better.
Yeah. Let's Get Married just isn't there. And actually, it's showing at 3 million, so it's by far the lowest.
Yeah, and it's not an attractive song.
Yeah.
All in all, you should listen to this album, right?
Completely.
This is a top 500 song album. Beyond, first of all, they cheated. They put his collection on here.
Right.
That's not fair to bands who have to take an entire album of their good and bad against this.
Yeah.
It's not fair. However, I would take this thing down to the bottom of the ocean. I would drop this to number 13 if I had the option to. The music's that good.
Yeah. Fantastic. So, I guess that means you would hit it.
Oh, I would hit this with a baseball bat, a pinata fry, I don't know, 3 cups of off-brand ranch dressing that are just out of the normal temperature range before you get the worst food poisoning of your life. I do that, yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
100%. 100%.
Why
Yeah.
so?
I think, well, I have just a deep love for some of these songs already. So it wasn't a hard, you didn't have to twist my arm to listen to the album in the first place.
Exactly.
So-
This one felt good walking into.
Yeah. I knew I would like it. So, yeah. I have one other question for you.
What's that, buddy?
What's in your ears?
Okay.
Okay.
I've been in the vinyl thing for a minute. There's a album by the artist Ruby Rushton, Rustun.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's it. And it's called like Trisha's Mood. And it's new jazz. I found it Spotify through and through. And so I was like, what is this? It's just 4 white dudes. They're just doing cool new jazz. It feels like a Soul Ivy. It feels like Starty Puppy. It just has all of the like upbeat New York bop things going
Right.
with all of the hip hop influence that should be in new jazz, with all of the horn chops that are in new jazz,
Nice.
with all of the chord voicings that you and I want to melt over. And I think the music's wonderful. I've been trying to start DJing in the house realm recently. I'm like, I want to be on vinyl. I want to be playing music and touching it. And it's clear to me, I never spent any money. I don't own any real house music. So my house music is just becoming weird jazz that I own.
Okay.
Because I keep picking up like Herb Alpert albums.
Yeah.
And then you see where it goes. And then you look at the cross section of breakbeat and hip hop and jazz, and they've always had this chemistry. I'm slamming my hands together for those who can't see. They've always had this chemistry in vinyl. That's like what acid jazz became, or like what cool hip hop artists did, is they always played jazz music samples.
Right.
So anyway, that's worth checking out. I think the music's fantastic because it's not super cutty.
Right.
They're not like pulling tables apart. They're just playing great jazz that's also really conducive to being mixable with other music.
It's awesome. Sounds great.
What do you listen to?
I've been listening to the Brecker Brothers,
Yeah, that's right.
and specifically their album, The Brecker Bros, which is,
The Brecker Brothers.
yeah,
Hard V.
which has some of their biggest songs, some Skunk Funk, Sponge. So if you don't know the Brecker Brothers,
I was gonna say, can you explain who the brothers are
the
to
brothers
the
are
average?
Randy and Michael Brecker. Randy Brecker, the elder brother, plays trumpet and flugelhorn, and Michael Brecker plays the tenor saxophone. Randy started out on this little band called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Yeah, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Yeah,
Exactly right.
Yeah, Blood,
That's
Sweat, and Tears.
exactly right.
And they played together this amazing like American jazz fusion. It is so good, and some phenomenal players. I'm going to pull up the list of people who are playing on this. You have David Sanborn on alto saxophone, Don Grolnick on keyboards, Bob Mann on guitars, Will Lee on bass, Harvey.
So I found them through Bob Mann.
Okay.
Like that was where like my plug was.
Yeah. Harvey Mason on drums. Who Harvey Mason has played with like 1,000 people.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah. He played with
session everybody.
and he also played with Headhunters,
Yep.
Herbie Hancock. He's played with Christina Aguilera. He's played with everybody. Phenomenal musicians. Just this beautiful, rich harmony with beautiful soli writing, trumpet and saxophone soli writing. It's so good, and we can't sleep on David Sanborn on alto sax.
No, my favorite one though is Brecker with Hargrove. Roy Hargrove is
Yeah.
like that combo was gnarly for me.
For sure.
If you don't know what we're talking about, that's perfectly fine. This is absolutely nerded out stuff, but you are not lacking access. Please listen. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear what you think about this weird fractured jazz, or maybe the weird fractured jazz I'm pimping right now.
Right.
There are independent artists, old and new, who need your support. So please take these names to heart and do contact us at
backwardsbeatpodcast@gmail.com.
yeah, and we will get you into the conversation.
Yeah.
Projects for 2026. Daniel and I are trying to put together our first live taping.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a date or a timeline. We've talked about it maybe once before, but that's going to happen this year. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
And these are the kind of questions we want to talk about. We want to kind of dive into the musicianship, especially if you can pre-prompt us. We can actually do our research.
Yeah. So if you want to pre-prompt us, obviously email we just talked about. You can slide into our DMs at Backwards Beats Podcast. Or if you're really liking what we're doing, come over to our Patreon. It's completely free. We're going to be putting up some polls actually pretty soon. I'll put some on Instagram, but on Patreon, when we do our live episode, it's going to be an off the list album.
Yeah, we're going to choose something that we think should be on, probably is not on, and we'll do it live with y'all.
Yep. And so if you're on Patreon, you'll get to potentially throw in your vote. You can give us a suggestion.
You're part of this.
Yeah,
You're in.
If you're on Instagram, then you're going to pick from our list.
Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound.
That's right.
But it'll be a great event. Probably looking at hopefully late spring.
I hope so.
Try not to overpromise here.
Yeah.
Well,
ending in L.
We're so thankful to have been blessed by the Reverend Al Green,
Yeah.
grits and all. Who are we talking about next week?
We're talking about Bo Diddley.
Bo Diddley is rock and roll,
He is.
as Most Def said.
And we'll talk about this when we get into it, but we'll be talking about the album Bo Diddley and Go Bo Diddley.
Which is a double album feature, I believe.
It's 2 albums they just taped together. A little salty about that, Rolling Stone.
Yeah, that's dumb, y'all. You could have done this on one very clearly.
Yeah.
You'll hear all about that and more next week at Backwards Beats Podcast. I'm Carl Carter Fansfield.
I'm Dan Woodard.
We love you very much.
That's true.
That was a show about the album Greatest Hits by Al Green. 10 amazing songs that
Backward Speeds Podcast is a Tuna-Wood production recorded live at Thought Shack Studios in Halethorpe, Maryland.
If you enjoyed the show, make sure to subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You can find us at Backward Speeds Podcast on most platforms.
Share the love, and we'll see you next week for another deep dive into the next album on Rolling Stone Magazine's Top 500 list. Until then, salt your melons.